Yeah, yeah. So.
We should probably cut all that.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
This is from David in Reno, Nevada. Have you ever been there?
David, yes.
Okay. Craig, in your experience, does it ever work to jiggle two girlfriends? Oh, it works for you? You're not... Yeah, No, absolutely not. Unless they both know about each other, they're in the same room, and you're the luckiest man alive. Yeah. All right, this is from Katie in London. It says, Craig... Oh, look! Is this from you?
Oh!
Is this from you, Katie in London? Do you know Katie? Do you understand what I'm saying? About this bag of France? This is from Katie in London, who says, Craig, I just got back from your hometown of Glasgow. I was wondering what your favourite thing to do in Glasgow is. Oh, it's my favourite thing to do no matter what city I'm in.
Yeah. You're of course talking about jiggling...
Jiggling two girlfriends, yeah. This is from Davis in Columbia, South Carolina. I don't know if you can tell, but Davis is a fat pigeon with no legs. Who says... Craig, did you realize you have almost 2 million followers on Twitter? OMG. Oh, Tootsie Fruitsy. That means shut the front door.
That's right. Wait.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut the front door. This is from Sam in Nashville. I don't know if you can tell, but Sam's a duck who says... Craig, is Jeff going to be a contestant on your game show? No. And I'll tell you why he can't, because legally you're not allowed, because he's my friend and I could cheat by giving him the answer and then we could split the money. Damn, I said it out loud.
What the hell,
we should have let you do it.
That's a great idea.
Well, that's all the time we have.
For good. That's it. We're done.
That's it. We've really enjoyed our time here, everybody. I'm practicing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Give us a taste. Give us a taste.
What it'll be like the last night? And let me just say something I wanted to say for 10 sashimi. Yeah. Yeah. We're right back, everybody. Man, I love Wednesdays. All right, my first guest is a terrific actor and comedian. He's on the show Married, season finale. What do they call it?
Finale. Yeah.
The season finale is tomorrow night on FX. I'm really going to stop dancing in the commercial break. He also stars in Red Oaks, which is streaming now on Amazon. Please welcome Paul Reiser, everybody. Paul Reiser. Buddy.
You know, I would advise exactly what you said. Less dancing right before you go on the air.
Well, I tell you, I danced a little bit there. I was kind of enjoying myself. I went crazy. I went nuts.
You're all hopped up.
I had too much coffee.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nice
you ever do that? Do you like? It's nice to see you. Do you go dancing?
I only dance with a horse periodically, but no, you know, I'm not a big dancer, but I leave that to the Scots.
Oh yeah, we're renowned
for their dancing.
Yeah.
And their fine fish fare.
Fine fish fare?
Yes. Nice to see you, young man.
It's good to see you. You look
Just put
nice.
that over there. I'll get it later.
Yeah, it's fine. You look good. I like
I'm a good looker. Don't touch. There's no reason to touch.
Get a feel
It's just
for
for them. It's not for you to touch. It's more of a visual, less of a tactile.
Well, I think you're selling it short because it feels like a very expensive sofa.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to get over there and snuggle right into that thing.
The part that's remaining on the couch is a little shoddy. Right?
How are you? What you been up to? Been doing stand? Well, you've been doing all that TV
I've been
stuff.
doing
Yeah.
stand-up. I've been going out.
Have you
again.
doing stand-up?
I have. It's fun, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's been fun.
It's-
And I'm on these 2 shows. I've been sitting home quietly for 10 years, minding my own business, and it suddenly got busy. I don't know what happened.
Well,
I picked up the phone, I guess.
yeah, I guess. You finally said, all right, I'll do something.
It had been ringing, but I didn't
Yeah.
know where it was.
What's the matter?
It
You
was
run
under the couch, and then when I ripped
Well,
it out, yes.
did you run out of money? Was that it? You're like,
No, you know
I
what?
better go back
Yes.
to work?
Yeah, that's what the.
That's
what it is.
right. That
I'll
sweet
tell ya.
mad about you money will keep you for another 50 years, my friend.
Let me tell you something. You mentioned Married, which is very fun because I'll get to. I don't know if you've seen it on FX. I get to play the old guy. I am so enjoying being the old guy. They're all younger. They're like 40s, and I'm 112. So
You're not that old. Are you
but
like
older.
50 something?
I'm up there in my 50s, but these are like 40s. And I married on the show to the lovely Jenny Slade, who's 32. And they said, Jenny's going to play your wife. I said, have you seen my driver's license? I'm not 32. But she's adorable. And it's great. Here's the great part about this show. I'm just an actor. I don't have to worry about anything else. I used to, when you're on a show, you're worried about everything. When it's somebody else's show, not my problem.
Well, if you're an actor, you worry about it getting canceled, though, don't you?
Yes,
You're like,
But if they say, hey, you're in scene 3, 4, and 5, scenes 9 and 11, if they suck, not my problem. Not my problem.
You've always been a team player,
Get
Paul.
mine in
You've
the
always been. You're the guy. It's like, what do I do?
I tell people you can stop watching 12 minutes in.
So you're out doing stand-up,
I'm
eh?
out doing stand-up, having fun. Yeah, I
That's
missed
the
it.
best.
I didn't
I
know
know.
that I missed it, but I do.
No, you got to do it. I think once you start, you can. Look at Leno, man. He doesn't need money. He's out there 150 nights a
He
year.
doesn't like to go home. He's got an issue, I think. And his wife is with him. He's a lovely. He just doesn't like to sit still.
No, he can't do it. He just gets on a denim shirt and a pair of denim pants, and he gets in a denim airplane, and he goes to a denim comedy club.
He's not spending the money on the clothes. That's
Man,
true. That's
it's
true.
funny. He dresses like an elderly lesbian, but man. Now, if he were here, I'd say that to him
And he
too.
would defend it, and he would show you the wardrobe to match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a machine though.
He
He
gets
just
out.
goes at it.
But I don't go at that pace. I go out like every other weekend because I like being home. So I go out
Right.
every other weekend, tell a few jokes, come home. And in the middle, doing these shows. This other show, which is wild, this Red Oaks, which is a great show. It's on Amazon.
Right.
Which now they make television. They don't just sell books and garden
They know
shears.
that.
No, but
they
I'm
know
telling
that.
you. Okay, but let me
Many
explain
of these people own a computer, Paul.
You think so? But try and explain to somebody over 65, like my wife's mother, how they can watch an Amazon show. And she said, well, what channel is it on? I said, well, it's no channel, really. She said, well, when is it on? I said, whenever you want. She said, well, how do I watch it? I said, well, do you have a computer? She said, no. I said, well, do you have like an iPad? She said, no. I said, do you have a smartphone? She said, I don't. I said, do you have a toaster? She said, yes. I said, here's what you do. Put up a piece of toast, and while it's toasting, you call your neighbor, have him send a 12-year-old over with a laptop. You can watch the show while you eat your toast.
Yeah.
That's how you...
Yeah. Are you good with that stuff? Are you good with the?
No, but I have kids, and they explain it to me.
Yeah, my kids too. Yeah, my oldest boy. Like whenever it goes wrong,
Call
I'm
them
like,
in, yes.
Yeah,
They figured out they
got to
have it
figure
since
it.
birth. I don't know how they do it.
But now even in a car, I'll be like, "Where's the stuff?" And he's like, "Oh no, it's like the car has a computer in it."
Yeah, but my son has absolutely no patience. I just go, how do I... Just give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. He doesn't even... I said, well, how am I going to learn? Just give it to me. And he fixes it to
He's just doing what you did back in the day. That's where he learned it. I get. What age are your kids?
Because I'm a bad parent.
No. Well, you're a stand-up comedian. The
I'm not
chances are you're iffy.
Yes, no, but they're funny. Our kids actually go to the same school, you know.
No,
Yes.
really?
My son says, you know, Craig Ferguson's son is in my school. I said, is he funny? He said, yes, he is. I said,
Is he?
I'm not surprised.
That little bastard.
As soon as he leaves the house, he's doing 20 minutes.
I knew it. I knew. See, nothing says that you've got bad parents if your kid is funny. Then you know you're a bad parent. Like if someone comes to me and said, "Hey, my kid wants to be a stand-up," I'm like, "Oh, good. What are you treating them like at home?"
You know, actually, when my son was, he's in 9th grade now. When he was in 1st grade, 2nd grade, we had a first teachers meeting, and she said he's a lovely kid. He's very funny, but he's spending a lot of time trying to make the other kids laugh, and I didn't even know I said it, but first words I said, is he doing well? Are they laughing? And my wife said, I don't think that's the point. Right, that's not the point.
That's exactly what I
But
would
he's
say,
doing
though.
well. They're laughing, so
Hey,
okay.
it's that whole thing. If you get once it's stand-up, you get that thing in your head. If it's funny, it doesn't matter.
Well, a bad meeting would be, she said, you know, he's really trying to make the other kids laugh, and he sucks. That would be bad.
that'd be bad.
But he's killing. I go, all right, well,
Some of the material's a bit rusty, but he's only in first grade. It's all right.
He's going to work it out.
No, it's like the whole thing about comedians will love anybody who thinks they're funny. You know that whole thing about, somebody talking about Hitler, and he said, you know, Hitler loved your act. And you go, well, you can say what you like about him, but he knows comedy. Yeah. It's an odd world, the stand-up, though. I think it never leaves you, the pathology of it. Because I think it is a kind of weird pathology to be a stand-up.
It is, but, you know, you were a musician before you were a comic.
Yeah, as a drummer.
So I just wanted to be a stand-up. That's all I wanted to do, and I got really lucky, and all these nice things happened. And I kind of got out of the habit of doing stand-up, and it was 20 years. I hadn't done a set in 20 years.
Ooh.
And it's like playing ball. You know how to shoot the basket? You know how to shoot the ball? You know where the basket is. But it hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got to ice down a little bit.
Yeah, you got to keep doing it all the time.
You do.
Yeah,
So
but
now
you can play it really late. You can go on as long as you like. George Burns was doing stuff until he was 100 years old.
See, I know. I went to see Cosby recently. He's got the idea. He sits down.
Yeah.
It's stand-up, but sitting.
Stand up, sitting down.
Yeah. They wouldn't call it. He's a sit-down.
But Mr. Cosby goes on for like 3.5 hours.
He's
man.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's all brilliant.
He's crazy.
He's fantastic stuff.
I wouldn't do that. I'm like hour and a half out. That's it. No more than that.
Because how much of you do people need, really?
I don't think they need. You know,
I mean, 10 years is really enough.
Yeah, 10 years is enough, I think. Yeah. Or let's go to a commercial break now, in fact. Now we'll have a commercial break. We'll be right back with Paul Reiser. Oh, yeah, that was the old time. We're back. Hey!
Can't you see we're talking?
Yes! I'm here with Paul Reiser.
I'm so glad you knew that meant we were on the air. I didn't realize that.
No, it was when the audience started clapping. I thought, oh, something's happened.
Something's happened?
Yeah.
It might be us. There's no singer.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
something's
us.
going on. So there you are. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So what else have you been doing? Have you been yoga?
You know
been to Australia? Have you been to Australia?
I haven't been to Australia. I'll tell you what we just did. We went to Japan.
I just went to Japan.
I didn't see you.
Oh, I was there.
I
was the tall guy.
Yeah. You would have stood up. First of all, it's unbelievable.
Isn't
It's
that
a
amazing?
great country, so polite and neat. The neatest. There's not a piece of garbage on the ground.
It's amazing. And the trains are where they say they're going to be at the time they say they're going to be.
And they're not getting
I'm
around.
like, what the hell is
105
that?
and 106, it's gone.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the best thing. I don't know if you experienced this or had the same emotional connection. The best toilets I've ever seen in my life.
Unbelievable. I couldn't agree more.
Let me tell you something. It's worth going to Japan just to take a dump.
It is.
First of all, the seats are warmed, and not like somebody was just sitting there warm. I mean, like on purpose warm.
Yeah, you know it's synthetic.
Now, I don't know what the right buttock temperature should be, but
somebody does.
Somebody does,
Yeah.
and they got it. And then they have buttons that you walk by, it senses automatically. Seat goes up.
Seat goes up.
Walk
Yeah,
out, seat goes down. So right there's 40% of marital conflict
Right
out of the way.
there you go.
Gone. Then they have buttons. You can have a hard flush, a small flush. Then there's another button. I don't know what it does, but every time I hit it, a half an hour later they bring me an omelet. So I don't know what it. It's either, you know. So it's either.
I never went to that one.
No, it's a big one. So it's either an omelet maker or it's cross-wired to room service.
Oh, wow.
But I found, here's what's really disconcerting. They have this whole fancy aquatic system underneath. It's like a car wash, but instead of a Buick, it's the bottom of you. So, and they've had for years like a bidet, but this is much more.
No,
they have the bidet and the regular. Here's what I find very presumptuous. If you hit bidet, it moves ever so slightly. How do it know? You know, and because you think Facebook has a lot of information on you. Yeah.
Do you know what? The thing that really got for me, all of that I agree with, but it was at the end where it gives you a little puff of dryness. Yeah, it's like it just goes, and I found myself going, thank you.
Wow.
They're amazing.
I didn't get. I have to go back because I didn't get the puffin Primus.
Unbelievable. I mean, I'm in the bathrooms in Japan thinking,
Oh my God.
we are light years behind here. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is worth. The three things you got to see: the bullet train, Mount Fuji, and the toilets. And if you press for time, cut Mount Fuji.
Yeah, that's we are pressed for time. Paul Reiser, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My next guest, very talented young actress, a terrific actress, very lovely woman, good friend of this show, absolutely spectacular person, Aimee Garcia, everybody. Aimee Garcia. Hey, Aimee.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, you look great. I love what's going on here.
Oh, thank you so much.
And also your dress. See what I did?
Well, I kind of felt like you were going to be in a dancing mood, so I brought a
kind
little
of
long
spunky
skirt.
tonight. I don't know what it is.
Those are some pretty good moves, though, with Secretariat over
Well,
there.
you know, I was thinking about those Japanese toilets. Got me all cheered up.
I know. I think I want to go to Japan now.
Have you never been to Japan?
Never been. It's on my bucket
Oh,
list.
you gotta go.
I know.
What a place.
I know.
Fantastic.
Amazing toilets.
Do you know what's interesting? You ever see like Japanese tourists taking pictures of everything when they were
Yes.
here, and you're like, "Why are you taking pictures of a mailbox for?" and all
Yes.
that. I found myself in Japan doing exactly the same thing. Like I was like,
Yeah.
"Look at how different the sidewalk is,"
Yeah.
and I would be like,
Yeah.
"It's exactly the same." I
Yeah.
thought, I've judged harshly.
Yeah, I was just in London and I was taking pictures of all the telephone boxes that are red. And like, why are you taking that? There's graffiti on it. I'm like, but it's amazing.
It is, yeah. So what's going on, girl? What you working on? What's happening?
Well, I took a taxidermy class this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
Did you stuff anything?
I did, and I'm really germophobic, so I was the only one in the class with gloves.
Did you actually got a dead animal and stuffed it?
Yeah. I mean, they died natural causes, so I didn't shoot it or anything.
No,
but
no, of course not.
Yeah, I mean, the whole time, it was pretty
Did
disgusting.
you have to empty it out?
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's so gross.
Why would you do that?
Because I just, oh my God, you really look like you're suffering and you're.
I am, yeah.
Because I like to challenge myself, you know, and
That's
I like.
a challenge, all right?
Yeah, yeah. So I had my latex gloves, and they're like, you know, that's gonna be really hard with gloves, and it was really hard, but
you
it was
don't-
so disgusting.
What animal was it?
A starling, a European starling, which is a bird.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
that would be just like scoop done, wouldn't it? They're tiny little.
No,
things.
you'd be surprised. This is so gross, and I apologize in advance. But there's so much guck in their little brain. You just had to keep like digging out, and I'm so sorry, and digging out.
What? I know. I feel the same way. The horse is disgusting. And do you get to keep this little project once you're done?
I do. I actually even brought it. I might give it to you as a gift. It took me 10 hours to do.
I want you to keep it as a memento of your time there.
No, but it still has feathers now and stuff. But I thought you would love it. It has an open beak, and I thought, you know, it could represent you.
Hang on a second. Let me explain something to you. The horse, not a real horse. The skeleton, plastic. The rhino, not a real rhino. These two cats, stuffies. Everything here never lived. Him over there, the racist. Not a real racist. Well, actually, I don't know that. You thought you were out of jail there for a minute, didn't you? So, what's next then if it's not going to be... Are you going to stay with the taxidermy or do something else?
I don't know. I think I want to do... Well, you know, I'm scared of open water and flying, so I think I might do a hydroplane situation where you just kind of land in the water and take off from the water and
I see. I like to fly, and I
you
like
do
to be
that?
in the water. Yeah. I would
Okay.
like to actually get because I've got a pilot's license. I'd like to learn how to land the plane on the water.
I gotta tell you, it's really short. So I went to Vancouver.
What's short? The water?
Well, the runway on the water, it's like
yeah.
3 feet. You blink and the plane's in the air. And I feel like on land, it takes a really
but
lot of real
do
estate.
you want to fly an airplane from the water then? Is that what you want to do? Well, you got to learn how to fly an airplane first and then fly it on the water. You don't just go straight to flying the airplane over the water.
But I thought it would be easier.
I don't think it will be easier.
I don't know. I just figure they're smaller. There's no 747s
I think
landing
flying
on
a
the water.
747 is, put that down the line a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll start with like a Cessna.
Yeah, that's why I learned in a Cessna 172.
Whoa, look
lovely.
at you all fancy 172. I don't know what that means. It just sounded very technical.
Listen, I mean no disrespect to the great Cessna Corporation of America, but the Cessna 172 ain't fancy.
So what do you usually fly?
And now?
Yeah.
Just, whatever's around. Just run to the airport, steal something, and off I go.
Yeah. I like your style.
Yeah, you got to do that. I mean, I'm no starling stuffer, but I do my...
Yeah. So what's on your bucket list before the end of the year? Like if you had to check it off.
I don't know. It's certainly not taxidermy.
Yeah.
I might like to go to China.
Whoa, it's
I'd
very
like to go to China.
exotic. Do you know any Mandarin?
No, but my son speaks Mandarin.
Really?
Yeah.
Ni hao.
Yeah. No. Uh-oh. That wasn't Mandarin. Yeah, we're actually out of time.
No way.
Okay.
Aw.
I know.
You're so charming. I was telling someone in the back, I'm like, he's so charming. I hope he uses his powers for good.
Well, I do now. But I didn't always embrace the light. But I do now.
Aww.
Most of the time. All right, well, we're out of time. So, do you want to stay for the end bit? When
Sure.
we stand over there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a
Fun.
minute.
Little
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
And that was the very starling. Anyway, well, what Aimee and I wanted to tell you was that, the starling was, it had lived a full life, and it passed on naturally. No, it wasn't harmed in any way.
No, only by my bullet. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Natural causes.
Jeff?
I like her.
She's definitely our kind of people, isn't she?
Yeah, you can scoop out my brain gunk anytime.
That's so sexy and sweet.
Yeah, you've found your place to be, girl.
It's nice
Weird.
to be home.
Yeah, it is. Welcome to the weird, creepy foreigner, the gay skeleton robot, the not a real horse, and a racist with nothing left to lose. Good night, everybody. Say good night, Aimee.